Alright, let's run this back. We're no longer suffering nearly as much, so, you know. And hopefully the capture card doesn't give out on me, because it's starting to give me issues every time. For some reason, it seems to just not work. Doesn't like being kept plugged in anymore. I have to unplug it and replug it every time, and even then it doesn't work sometimes, so that's annoying. But, yeah. Yesterday, we had the whopping 15-minute stream, so I'm just gonna continue, like, act like this is a continuing of this. Mostly because, like, we're doing the same thing. So, I wanted to make the, room that we were missing. Eventually, I kind of settled on a bathroom. And I don't mean, like, a toilet, I mean, like, the one in Chapter 2, where, like, you had the wash tubs and the little water corner. But this is a second-story area. And the problem with that is I can't have water up here. So, I'm kind of just stuck with making this, like, a teleporter room or some kind of room that just isn't useful. Which is kind of unfortunate, but there's, like, literally no other rooms I can think of that can actually, like, fit here and, like, can actually be built and that, like, serve a purpose in this chapter. There's nothing else that comes to mind that can actually serve any kind of purpose in this chapter. Which is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but it's just kind of how it is. I also don't know how I want to put this. I would have loved to kind of put it somewhere, but maybe just there, I guess. Like, that I might just have to do. We don't have the last teleportal yet, which is a thing, definitely, because, like, there's always 3, and, well, we don't have it yet, so it's kind of an issue, but, like, also, I don't know, really. Like, we can progress a bit in the story, I just don't want to rush too much. We could maybe do part of that today here, if we just do a little bit of this. Can I add windows here? I think I'm gonna add windows here at the back. Not because they're gonna look good, but honestly, I think it's kind of worth it. Sounds like a cool idea. So the fact that it's night and so quiet is really annoying me, but it's almost, like, night is almost done, so I don't want to do anything about it. There you go. We got our wonderful music back. That was very awkwardly silent for way too long. Okay, and this will just be like that. Try not to fall down and eat crap challenge. This is actually kind of sketch though, not gonna lie. I don't have a door here. That's annoying. Alright. So this is going to be the final height. Well, +1, because it's gonna be 1 higher than this still, but, like, this is the final height of the walls. It's going to have the roof layer, obviously, but that doesn't really count that much. I also haven't made up my mind on, like, what I want to do for the roof. I don't know what block I want to use. I'm thinking I might just use flagstone, you know, the gray stone just all over the ground there. Oh yeah, I completely forgot too. I kind of reinforced the ground on this side of the base because I was bored and didn't have anything better to do. And I was a bit worried that the enemies would dig down and kind of just completely obliterate the floor. So I kind of just did this, like, reinforced floor bit just because I had time to waste and I had my Switch with me. So I figured, why not? And that is what came out of it, so... It doesn't look as good as I was hoping, but it's fine, to be honest. It's nothing crazy. As long as it serves its function, I don't really care that much, to be honest. But there you go. The center room is going to take some work, because we need more building materials to do it, but it will be a library. That is the goal, to have this room be a library. I just want carpet flooring, but we don't have carpets, so... I'm hoping we get carpets. If we don't, we can do this room last and it'll be fine, but you know, the goal is to have it be carpet floored. Hopefully. Who really knows if that's gonna end up working out. But yeah, it's time to start cooking. And outline this roof bit, or what will be the roof bit, with wood. Basically the same thing I did for the lower floors, but just stacked on top of one another, which is how I want to do it. It makes for some quite flat buildings, but it's also, like, this first game is quite limited with your block palette, and my building skills are quite limited just point blank. I'm not good at making particularly detailed builds, which is probably why I like, you know, blocky style games like this a lot. It's just because, like, it's hard to be good, so, like, the fact that I'm worst doesn't mean as worse, if you get what I mean. You don't have to be nearly as good building to make something good, because the standard is much lower. So I can get away with some simple patterns and stuff, and it be good in a block game, but, you know, on a drawing, if you draw something like this, it's just like you're gonna get made fun of. The trees are kind of in the way. I do need to get rid of them, actually. It's just I need more wood, probably, so I should probably not get rid of them forever. I should replant them. But, like, this building is starting to turn out pretty good. I did forget, though, I should probably find out if I can farm for grass seeds, because that is something we don't have yet, is grass, and I think it would be nice to have some grass. But there you go. It honestly looks like an apartment complex in this kind of condition. It's kind of crazy. I did not expect it to look like an apartment complex. So why do I hear enemies? Oh, because there are enemies. What do I want to do? Do we have flagstone? Not really. I have a little bit of it. I think we might do a bit of storage real quick. I'm curious what is after the Magmalis, I think, is what we were supposed to do. Wherever Barbella ended up there. I think we're supposed to kill the fiery hand in the first teleportal. That's a really bad feeling. I'm gonna get the mitts. Yeah. This is just your yap. In a lake of lava outside the monstrous castle. Right. I don't need you with me, to be honest. Don't I have cannons? Yes, I do have a cannon. If I recall, cannon solo is the easiest way to do this. If I recall, that is. It's an important part of that statement. Because the way the hands work is if you get close to them, if I recall, they just like swing at you, and it's basically impossible to have hands-on combat with them. The easiest thing you can do is just cannon them from a distance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right there. Hello? Yeah. pretty bad terrain luck. But I can probably make it work. I, in fact, cannot make that work. It's too high up. Alright. That still does not work. Man, that is unlucky with the terrain. Did that work even? Oh, it is working. This is how you cheese some banger battles. Cease to exist, Mr. Hands. I don't want you here. There you go. Work smart, not hard. Just diggy hole always wins. And these supposed to be so cool, but they're unbreakable, so you can't get them. Which is, like, always so sad. Nothing upsets me more than, like, cool, unbreakable blocks in games. Especially when they look really nice. Because, like, you know, like, the developers must have known damn right that people are gonna want them, but they still made them, like, unobtainable. Or even, like, a version of them that is breakable and buildable by the player. Alright, Barbella is probably sleeping at this point. Since it is nighttime. Speaking of sleeping, this is a room we haven't done yet. Yes, we did it. We got rid of the Magmalis. Correction, I did it. It's all down to you, Majesty. If it weren't for those LIMers of yours, we would have never beat him. But there's one thing I don't get. Why is it still so gloomy? I thought the sky would have cleared right up as soon as we took out the monster's leader. Unless we haven't actually taken him out yet. But if that's the case, I don't know what we're gonna do. There's nothing in the scraps of research I've been working from that's more powerful than that hammer. And the only place we're gonna find any more of Galileo's records is in his old laboratory. Why did it have to be there? Oh, sorry, Majesty, I was getting lost in my own thoughts again. Thanks for everything you've done for us. I'm gonna take a nice long bat and try and figure out our next move. Right. Glutinous next. You don't need to beat around the bush, Majesty. I know the Magmalis ain't dead. After all, there's no way a great, big, and could rule Cole all on its own, no matter how massive it was. I reckon Barbella knew that all along in her art of arts. She's just so desperate to put the wounds of that past behind her, she convinced herself that that'd be the end of it. Problem is, I reckon this is just the beginning. The war with the monsters is only gonna get tougher from here on out. This might be the perfect time to take your bodybuilding to the next level. Oh, come on, I had enough, but yeah, I said it deliberately that time. I was just trying to break the ice. But anyway, you can build up the base whatever way you like, make this town bigger and better, and train yourself to be a better builder while you're at it. Oh, and I've drawn up this little blueprint for you. Of course, you don't have to build it if you don't wanna, but I'm sure it'd make the lads happy. Lovely jubbly, the base is looking better than ever, and if you don't mind me saying, you're looking a little bit beefier yourself. But listen here, Majesty. You mind if I talk seriously for a minute? Actually, don't answer that. I'm gonna do it anyway. If we're gonna beat the Magmalis once and for all, we're gonna need to build Galileo's ultimate weapon. But the only way we're gonna get that, by dredging up a load of stuff from the past that Barbella's pretty keen to forget about. She puts up on a tough front, but deep down she's actually dead sensitive. So whatever happens, I want you to give her your support. Us lads don't gotta shed attack between us, and that's why I need you to look out for her on her behalf. You're the only one I can rely on. Promise me you'll take care of her, Majesty. If we've got a deal, then let's shake on it. Better yet, let's arm wrestle. Great. We get food, though, which is actually good, because, we've been desperate for food. But that is what I wanted. I wanted the bar counter. Which, speaking of that, we could get another battle. Great. I want to build this, or at least partially build it. If possible. But I don't want to build the actual blueprint, I just want to build the room myself. It's just I needed stuff to make it. And, I knew something wasn't lining up. Now, food is a problem. Can we make any of the food types? We need crockery. That's an issue that can technically be solved. Oh damn, this thing is like long. That's an oversight. You know what? Can I put this? No, that does not work at all. Damn. Maybe I can put that just there. I reckon just hiding that back there will be better. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm just not sure how well it's gonna go. We're gonna need a food item, obviously, to have this kitchen work, and we might need some chairs as well, unfortunately. Because in here there's 4 chairs. Which we don't have any of. Fun stuff. So we need clay, we need some couple other things. We obviously need stools. The question is where to put them. Because if I put them right in front of the thing, they're gonna be, like, super in the way. My idea is to just put them, like, right here, but the thing is that's not enough. The thing is, this room is really compact. Unless I can put one there and it would kind of work. Actually, that does work. It looks goofy, but you can actually fit there perfectly fine. I guess we'll run it. It's the best we can do. What was the other thing I wanted to do? I don't want to put down a portrait. If they're the size I think they are, yeah they are. But that's not really what that's not really important. I guess we could just go and do that in battle, because I saw we had a battle. It would be a decent first step of things we can do. Majesty, what were you and Glutmus gossiping about back there? He wasn't flapping his gums about anything he shouldn't, was he? Anything about me? Actually, never mind all that. We've got more important things to be worrying about right now. Looks like the monsters ain't giving up as easy as I thought. They've sent another squad along, and they're almost at the gates. I've gotta send them back, where they came from. What do you say? Are you ready for a fight? Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm gonna get my cannon, just for good measure. Never know. And then do the old intentionally getting hit so that everyone comes out. I should use my actual sword, probably. Alright. That's step 1. Or phase 1, sorry. I see that there's 3 phases though, which is not reassuring at all. Bro, I swear bro is a paid actor. Get out. And let me patch the hole. Oh damn, phase 2 is actually not too bad. You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna do something ballsy. Get in there. Sure, Barbella will do. I heal at the speed of smell, but like, what am I supposed to do about it? Tell you what though, Cecilia is really tough. Like, she is the strongest of the NPCs by a long shot. She has survived like every single time. Which is kind of crazy. Oh great, there's a hand. Whoa, that has a lot of reach. I'm gonna attack this from the other side. Oh yeah, as I just said, this thing has a lot of reach. Come on. In a dream world I'd have multiple cannons, but this isn't a dream world currently, so we're gonna be here a while. This is what peak content looks like. Just sitting here, just getting absolutely wrecked by a cannon. Come on, just die already. There you go. Took long enough. Victory. And we get the green teleportal. Good timing, actually, because I wanted the green teleportal. Alright, let's go put it instantly, because if we don't, then we're not going to get all the quests available to us immediately. So, let's go. We got another portal. Which is fun to know. Who's gonna be first? It's gonna be Barbella, it seems. Thanks for your help, Majesty. You really taught the monsters a lesson. But it looks like I guessed right. The giant icy and was the Fern's fiends alright. Which can only mean one thing. Magmalis and the Fern fiend are working together. We can't just sit around twiddling our thumbs while that pair are plotting against us. We gotta build the ultimate weapon as quick as we can and use it to take those rotters out. By the way, Majesty, I saw you got your hands on another one of them teleportals. I reckon you'll be able to use that thing to get where you need to go. If I'm not wrong, it'll take you to the ruins of Gallenholm proper, where Galileo used to do all his research. It's the only place we're going to find the clues we need to build the ultimate weapon he was working on. I wish we didn't have to do this, but we don't got no other choice. My memories alone ain't gonna get us any further. So do me a favor, Majesty, and head on over to the ruins of Gallenholm through that new portal. Have yourself a nose around what's left of the laboratory and see if you can't dig out Galileo's research records. Interesting. Is there anyone else with a quest, or is that literally everyone? No, that's the only quest. Okay, sure. That won't be biggie. We can go have an adventure. Can I upgrade the second cannon? Because, like, if we're going somewhere, there's probably going to be some action. Can I? No. Maybe. Thermal batteries? Can I? Yeah, I can make thermal batteries. Alright, nice. Actually, I sure hope so, because I'm pretty sure I farmed, like, a bunch of resources, originally before. Like, while I was, you know, missing for, like, a whole month from streaming, because I edited, like, unironically, probably 20 videos in a row, just straight every night. Which was a whole thing. I need to get clay, so if we could get clay, that would be kind of nice. I don't remember what that island actually looks like, though, so, like, it might work. It also might not. But I'm gonna bring the full house with us. Just for good measure. Never know when it might come in handy. Now don't stop hanging around with me. Come on. And let's go sleep first now. And remove this blueprint as well. Because we won't be needing that. I'm just gonna try and get rid of stuff from my hotbar, but that seems like a lot of effort, so you know what? It is what it is. I don't care that much. I reckon we can... Alright, I completely forgot to plant more trees. Oh well, whatever. It'll be a problem for later me. We got all the time in the world to build later, so... Let's go straight into the green teleportal. Alright, instant pause to take a drink before we set into this new adventure. Alright, what are we looking at? A lot of snow. Again, obviously. And, whatever the hell that place is. With a barricade and stuff. I don't recognize that place. Oh, wait a minute. No, because you can't see anything in the distance. Is that not? Is it? Or I'm so, you know, like not at all what I'm meant to be doing, but like... Oh yeah, that has to be it. I know there's another castle somewhere, and I think that's probably it. There's a gate going to a castle somewhere on a portal, and it's not this one. I think it might be the red one. I remember there's a castle somewhere, I just have to end up finding it eventually. Great. Oh great, there's an ice hand too. And they have sleepy things, like sleep effects, oh boy. Come on. Need to get actually around to the place. This is the place, but I want to kill the hand if it's here. Oh yeah, it's right there. Alright. I have to figure out how to do this. view is suboptimal, you could say. And I don't have the ring to not fall asleep myself. That's fun. I'm not even wearing the right armor. The things are going great. The sleep ring doesn't apply to my guys, so I thought, oh, whatever. I have it, but they don't. No, apparently I don't have it either. Come on, wake up, you dingus. There you go. That, of course, it's not even lined up properly, so it doesn't even do anything. Come on. It's gonna take a hot minute, but we'll get there eventually. There you go. That's a lot of the damage done. So much going on. Is there anything cool? I see there's blocks. There's flagstone, which is useful. We're gonna need flagstone. There's no clay, though, which is one of the dumb things I need. Weapon system disabled. Chest. Chest is empty. Okay. There's a lot of purple blocks. There's some regular blocks. You guys aren't even in this place, but they're just coming from the surroundings. So, kind of just have to take them down with us. There. You're defeated, but only kind of, probably, because there's still, like, yeah, there's still tons of guys around. Ooh, bathtub. I'm gonna take that. First hardwood pedestal. Yeah, we got some of the chapter 2 blocks here, which is kind of fun. What I want is the flagstone. Okay, not that low down. Isn't even all that much flagstone, but I kind of just need it, so like, yeah, no, I'm going to do just that and just take all of it. Speaking of which, seeing how this place is already obliterated, how about I just make it worse? This place is already trashed, so like, you may as well have fun with it. Do I really not have any hammers? God dang it. Sledgehammer it is, I guess. a massive waste of resources, but don't get much of a choice. Alright, I see there's just bots. Just a pile of scrap metal. Are they all just dead, I'm guessing? Like, pile of scrap metal. I mean, that one over there isn't, because it's yapping. But, like, you know. Let's see. Who are you? Identify confirmed. Friend of Arbella. Assistant to Master Galileo detected. Apology mode activated. Forgive me, Magimotor stolen by monsters. Secure Retroid mission failed. Friend of Arbella, take this. System shutdown imminent. Get the research papers. Okay. That's a start. The stuff. I would like some of these things, though. I don't need the purple blocks. I don't need the blue blocks. I just kind of wanted some flagstone, and I got that. I didn't get clay, unfortunately. So, that sucks. I know there is clay at, like, the very start area. Literally around the base. But, like, that's so much effort. It's not actually that much effort, but, like... I don't want to go through all that effort, man. Like, it's just so much... This is gonna take a while. There we go. Alright, let's unload. I guess let's just start building the roof out right now. Why not? Easiest way to do this is probably just to genuinely just climb up as much as possible. I think this probably works. There you go. Like, this is gonna look kinda okay. Yeah, probably. I mean... I don't know, I'm kinda but also, like... What's the better alternative? I could use the blue blocks, but then there would be so much blue, it would be kind of annoying. So I don't know. I think that's probably best. I guess let's just rock it. I mean, I think blue would match the theme a bit better, so... Like, blue would match the theme better, but also, I think just keeping it consistent with the flagstone just kind of makes sense. Got both sides almost done, which is a start. There you go. The most annoying are going to be the two little towers to make. It's like, those are just annoying. Lighting is also going to be an issue that I didn't really consider. We also still haven't found carpet, and the game is lagging like crazy. But what's new? To be fair, this game is running on the potato switch, not on the Switch 2, so... Yeah, no, it doesn't run the best. Surprised it's running this bad, though, like... Holy... Is it just not... Oh, it must just not like me looking down like this. For whatever reason, it just starts lagging out if I look down that way. It's definitely not high frame rate, but it definitely gets worse when I look over here. It might not show up much on the capture card, because it's probably only at 30 FPS, but... In real life, I can sure tell you the frame rate difference is very much there. I don't feel it, but I can see it, but that's just because I'm playing on a controller, not a mouse. You can definitely feel lag more on a mouse. Let's save the game, shall we? Might be a good idea. I kind of want to admire my masterpiece currently. Or my partially finished masterpiece, I suppose. I mean, come on. Like... I should just make this the thumbnail. I'm gonna take a picture of this, you know what? It's worth it. I might not use it this time, but I can probably use it next time, so... Either way, it kind of works out in the end. The real question is, what now? I feel like the bedroom would be important, but the bedroom would be nice to have carpet as well. As for that room, I already forgot what I wanted to do. Did I even want to do anything? Did I end up even thinking of what I wanted to do in this room? I don't think I did. I was so focused on that one that I think I just completely forgot about this room. Because one of the things I could do is just split them up, but that's annoying. And like... I just genuinely forgot. What's something I could do? I'm also trying to think here. These, like, little towers would not work at all with rooms above them. At least not in their current state. I think what I'm gonna do, at least for now anyway, it's fairly simple. That's not what simple I meant by simple, but it's in the right direction. Something like this. Makes for a heck of a lot of posts, but I think this might work out kind of good. Something I didn't consider is up there. It doesn't matter because there's doors between the rooms to make the rooms, because in this game you need a door. So the idea is door. And this will just be an enclosed segment here and another one there. The one at the bottom has the outside door, so that's fine. I'll have to add a wall divider. I just have no choice, because, like, I'm going to have to. So it'll be 2 bedrooms. with 3 beds each. Which I don't think is even enough for this chapter. So I might have to add a bedroom on the other side as well. That's something to consider. Could I put windows on this building? I didn't do it originally. But like, what's stopping me? I could put them up here only. I could make the top floor have a view. On the back side. I guess that could solve my issue. I could just have both of the rooms like... Oh wait, this would not work at all though, because of the way I angled out. Oh man. I was gonna have both the rooms have staircases. But because of the way I, like, shaped this... I mean, I can fix it. Wait, can I fix it? No. That's a bit of an oversight. I did not consider this. Because if the staircase is that way, the rooms need to face this way, and if I add windows, well, there's going to be windows on that side and windows on this side, which is not going to make sense. If I try and move the forge, it's too big, and it's not going to fit. At least not fit in a pretty manner. I can make it fit, it's just not going to be good. I think we'll have to just re-portion out that room. That's fine, it's just a bit annoying though. Okay, let's go down a floor and sleep just to pass the night and keep our nice tunes. There you go. Actually, I need to do the roof outline. What am I saying? I don't think I have enough wood to do it, though. That's gonna suck. Okay, don't need to do this middle bit, because it's just gonna be way nicer looking. It's just flagstone, but I don't know if I have enough. Oh, I do. Also, holy delay on sound. Listen to this. Amount of sound delay. Maybe it's just my end, but like... It's probably a capture card issue, because the sound is going through the capture card to reach me. It's going from the console, through the capture card, through OBS, to be monitoring played back to me. So, like, it's got, like, 4 different chains, 3 different chains it has to go through to reach my headphones. There you go, that's gonna need some flagstone, but we're out of flagstone, so... That is another room well done. And we need a lot more wood, apparently, so... Let's run it back. I forget how to do this, but I think... it's something around this. I don't think that's how I was doing it. No, that is how I was doing it, never mind. That's one set of trees, and you gotta do the next one. Farming trees is definitely annoying. It's kind of an oversight of building a build with a lot of wood. Farming wood in this, not the easiest thing in the world. Because, you have to plant all the wood yourself. What doesn't help is the fact that I'm using the logs. I'm not even using, like, a buildable out of wood, because if you use a buildable out of wood, then usually it's, like... it gives you a lot more. So I'm like super disadvantaging myself in terms of how much stuff I have to farm. Yeah, this needs to be trashed and rebuilt. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna have to move to this corner. Yeah, it's not even gonna work, like, well, because of the light needing to disappear. Like... that just looks stupid. Unless, hear me out. And that corner will look stupidly empty, but maybe, just maybe. No, that still looks stupid. If anything, it looks stupider. This looks awkward everywhere I put it. I don't know why the sound is so delayed. That's like kind of unusual. capture... unless my capture card is generally just already starting to fail, which would be crazy. Starting to give me issues, starting to have sound delay, which maybe is just an OBS issue, but... because I could see it since the sound I'm monitoring at the same time. But that's weird. It's giving me issues I haven't experienced before, and now they're consistent and not just a one-time thing. I am building, is what's going on. You know? I don't know if you've ever played the this game. I know you know of the second game. The first one's very town-specific, and I've been kind of just building, but now I realized an issue, which is that I want to add 2 bedrooms on this side, because I have no other room types, so I may as well just put 2 bedrooms up on this height. But the problem is, with the position I had the forge in, I could not have the bedrooms be like here. There's no floor currently, but this will be here, and I had issues with the staircase. Because before, I had the staircase in this one going up on this side, going up this way. And if I had that way, the windows for the bedrooms would have been here, here, and here, whereas on the other building, they would have been on that side. And it would have just looked stupid. So I'm now moving the staircase, which means I had to move the forge, just that thing, over there. And I think this should end up working out so that the windows are all on the same side. Because now the staircases will be on the same side. I just have to actually finish making it. Which will probably take a while. In this chapter, they are the tough guys here. You can bring them with you and they will fight with you, but outside of that, they're just quest givers in the first game. This is the only chapter where that is the case, where you can have NPCs come with you and fight with you, because the combat in this chapter is harder. So it gives you the choice, which I think is nice. That's the first time they had like anything like this. In the second game, though, they're a lot more useful. In the first game here, this chapter, they come with you if you tell them to come with you, and if you build rooms like this, where they can craft stuff, they do build stuff for you, but usually it's just mostly random items. Like, I don't need wood windows in this chapter in the slightest. So, they can be useful, they're just not, like... they don't do anything, really. Other than give you quests, and sometimes build items you might use, but usually it's not stuff you actually use. In the second game, though, they actually harvest your crops and things like that, which is super nice, because it just means you get, like, a bunch of food. They cook for you, using the actual crops they harvested instead of just spawning them out of thin air. But that also means they cook a lot more of it, instead of like 1 or 2 things a day. You want to do multiplayer? I mean, we could do it eventually. Maybe later today. I don't know. I don't remember your time zone, so you know. That might not work, but I don't know. I could probably play in like I don't know, maybe 2 hours. Granted, I'd have to go eat at some point, but like, depends what you want to do. Damn. That's a pretty crazy time zone difference. It's only 1 here, 1 PM. So we have a 6-hour difference. The thing with multiplayer, well, just in general, it's just really slow. Like, when I did that, like, I'll obviously have to go pick you up, which means I have to either, like, sail all the way back to Ross. Yeah, I actually have to sail all the way back to Ross. which on the new ship is like 4 hours. Like, it just takes forever. Because at the port I'm at, I can't dock it, which means I can't just sea taxi to somewhere I could pick you up. Alright, I need wood. Which I don't have any left. That's fun. I can wait for the trees to grow, or I could try and do whatever next mission I have, which is nowhere to be found. Hello. What was it? Oh, it's done. What even was it? I forget. Once you raided the place, looks like I'm punching. Oh, right, the laboratory. I had to go get notes. If those rotten monsters had gotten their dirty hands on Galileo's ultimate invention, there's no time to lose. I've got to read through them records before it's too late. Hurry up, hand them over. Let's see now. Core blimey, Majesty, do you know what this is? You know, I told you Galileo was working on a way of combining the powers of fire and ice, right? Well, it looks like these records show us exactly how to use that power to build his ultimate weapon. Galileo didn't have the power to build, so he was never able to just sit down and knock the thing up. Now we've got the builder on board, we'll be able to complete his life's work. If I can work out what he's going on about, that is, it's going to be a tough job understanding these notes, but I'll give it my best shot. Thanks, Majesty, I'll let you know when I've worked anything out. Fun. I honestly forget what's next. It's gonna be Cecile, right? I forget what you are called, because you never have quests. Excuse me, Majesty, I hate to bother you when you're so busy fighting the monsters. However, I've been having a little bit of a problem lately. Can I talk to you about it? Sure, because I probably need to say yes to have whatever quest you want me to do. Oh, thank you. The truth is, I've been hearing a strange singing voice in the night, and it's stopping me from getting any sleep. It's a beautiful song, but with such a mournful melody, the moment I hear it, I simply well up. If you have the time, I'd be ever so grateful if you could find out where the music was coming from. By the way, do you remember the shiny silver key that the monsters were trying to steal from me when we first met? I found it half buried in that very same snowfield just on the other side of the red teleportal. It's my most precious possession, and I keep it upon my person night and day. Well, that key seems to glow with light every time I hear the voice. It's almost as if the two things are connected. Here, though I'm loath to part with it, I entrust my key to you. Take it back to the snowfield on the other side of the red teleportal and put this mystery to bed before I go quite mad. I don't like reading. In fact, this is like the first game I've played where I actually read out something. I usually don't do like any kind of reading aloud or anything. Mostly because I misspeak a lot most of the time when I read stuff, because I just read it way too fast. Because that's just kind of what I'm used to. I just love reading stuff way too fast. We get a key, though, so I think I know where this goes. It's like this stupid tower thing at the end. There's this tower that had a locked door, and that's probably what the key is for. Saying how it was the same locks as the key requirements in the previous chapter, with all the other locked doors. Except that time around we had to actually build the key. Still haven't killed these trolls. I guess we'll do all of them at the end. I'm pretty sure they drop something, but I forget what, so like, we can just massacre all of them later. Because I think there is still another one that I haven't found. So if I recall, there's 3 of them. And we've only killed 2. Wait, no, there's 4. And we've killed 2. There was one in the monster's castle as well. And there's that one, which would be 3, and then there's another one. Can I take these pillars? Oh, I can. That's nice, actually, because I kind of wanted that. Did I loot this already? Yeah, I did. Right, so this is the... This is indeed probably the place. Look at the magic door. I haven't seen a magic door yet in the game, I don't think. A lovely tower. Oh, yeah, right, this... I remember this place, actually. Granted, it makes sense, because I've played the game like a million times at this point. But I low-key want the books. I want to make a library, so any resources I can save is essentially money well spent, or time well spent. Ah, it's you again. You have done well to gain entrance to this tower. I lost the key a lifetime ago. So what do you want with me? Did that woman send you? My singing is disturbing a maiden's sleep. My apologies, I mean no malice by it. I sing only for my own amusement. My ancestor was a famous minstrel who played upon a silver lyre. It seems I inherited his love for music. You asked my name. I am Galileo. When I lived, I was but a humble inventor. And you, do you still serve that woman Barbella? She's a fiend with 2 faces. Just look how she relies upon my inventions to fight back against the monsters. And yet it was she who prevented me from completing my research and achieving my lifelong dream. Allow me to give you some plain advice. Part company with Barbella this instant. After all, did I not tell you? The woman is a murderer. You would do well to remain on your guard at all times, lest she sinks her claws into you too. As for the other matter, I promise I will sing no more. Please pass my apologies to the maiden in question for any distress I have caused. Interesting. So we don't actually get anything from this, but that's still just another mission done with, actually. I just need to pass the time to wait for trees to grow, so like, may as well make some progress. Although, I do want to look around for that castle thingy. I saw a gate. I also need clay, so I guess you can look to see if there's any clay around. Like, I think that might be some. Yes, actually, there is a little bit there. I forgot to make crappy hammers, though. And I don't have a crafting table. Oh well, I'll just use the iron one. Wasted resources, but that's kind of just how it is sometimes. I don't know, just using a overly expensive hammer on dirt just feels like a waste. Probably enough. Okay, there's something here. Alright, this is the bridge. I think this is the place. This is what I'm looking for. This is technically, I think, later in the game. But, oh yeah, it is this place. There's a giant castle and everything. Yeah, this is where one of the things we need is. Oh, and with the Easter egg chest, which you can barely see over there. Just a hidden chest down there. Can I guess I could just go under the bridge. It's like, this is breakable, yeah. There's a bunch of monsters on the bridge, if I recall, so like, it's kind of just... I get the chest, and I dodge the monsters. Smart way of doing things. Oh yeah, they're right there, see? There's more of them, too. If I recall, there's like 4 sets of them. The first scandalous swimsuit. Right, I remember this thing. I remember when I first ever found this thing, and I was hoping it would be like some good secret armor, and they just give me a 1 defense swimsuit. And I was like, bruh. I was like, this is such a creative, well-hidden spot. Because obviously everyone's just gonna run straight over the bridge and not look down. There's gotta be something valuable, and it's a swimsuit. I was so disappointed, but also, like... I was kind of, like, intrigued because, like, that is actually kind of creative. You just put the worst reward at the best hiding spot. I mean, it's a cool reward, but it's not of any use, you know? It's kind of dark. That's just how it is exploring at night. The PC port is just so bright, even at night. Like, I'm not used to the game being this dark since I last played this game on the PC port when that came out. I want to check out the castle though, which I think actually has carpet, which I've been on the hunt for a while at this point. Oh yeah, there it is, there's the carpet. That's a wood stick, that's not gonna break down a barricade like this. Hello. Let me introduce myself, thank you. By just bombing the place. Alright, that's a lot of these guys taken care of, aka the big one. Easier to do everything with the cannon, to be honest. Alright, I should change out the sleep ring back to the attack ring, because we're not going to need the sleep ring currently. Because there's no monsters that are gonna make us fall asleep. Hey, Ahmed's here too. Nice. Everyone's showing up today. You're like the last person I'd expect to tune in. Where are the other guys? Are they up? Oh yeah, they're up there. I was confused a bit why the chests were still locked. But yeah, that's because there's still 3 guys left. They're on the roof, hiding away from me. Because, like, none of you guys watch my content. So I was sure you were just showing up for, like, a one-time thing. Absolutely gets launched off the side, that's kind of fun. I've never seen an enemy get launched like that by a cannon. Usually they get pushed back, not pushed sideways. I guess it's a momentum issue with the code. 10-year-old code will do that. Which is crazy to think of that this game's already 10 years old. And that I played it when it released. Like, literally day 1. Maybe not day 1, but like, as soon as I heard it was available finally, I went to get the cartridge. Because I got it physically originally. Good. Everyone's dead. I forget, this place has secret rooms, yeah. Although I don't think there's anything in here. No. Yeah, I played tons of games. I have 180 games in my Steam library alone. And then this is my original Switch, which doesn't even have everything. And I have a lot. Well, not a lot, but like a decent amount. Most of them are demos now. So, like, I think I have just a few games. the hole in the wall. I tried it out at like one of those places that just have like a bunch of consoles. I don't actually own it though. And I didn't like it, so I never bothered to get it. It's not really my kind of game anyway, so like, just never really bothered. Although I got carpet now, which is what I was looking for. And I got the thingy, the curious contraption, which I do think we need later in the game, so that works out. Ironically, the thing I need the most right now is like grass seeds, which I can get here, I think, from these guys. Yeah. So I'll have to come farm those some other time, because I'm not doing that right now. Forget that. We're going to be here for 3 hours just collecting seeds. I'd rather do the fun stuff right now. It's like one seed at a time, and it's not even a guarantee. We're going to be here a while if we keep doing it that way. I do say there's a cave. I have been kind of ignoring the caves. Mostly because I don't remember if there's anything in them in this chapter. I recall them being kind of disappointing. Yeah, pretty much. Just nothing here. It's just a dead end. Unless there's something on the other side? No, it's literally just dead end on both sides. Although, there is a lot of resources, so I'm going to hippity hoppity, this is now my property, you know? And then, of course, hammer's gonna break. I actually have to go retool up. It's like all my stuff is just in shambles. Everything is breaking, everything is broken. I don't have any wood mallets, so I can't just mine with crap. Okay, I'm just gonna Chimera wing back at this point. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. Oh, and my trees are ready. Perfect. Holy, my storage is just completely full. I need to clear... I could clear out some dirt, actually. I'm just gonna delete it at this point. I don't need that much dirt. Right, wood. And that means I need to make mallets. Because it's way better to just use the cheapest hammer whenever possible. Saves on resources, you know? It's going decent, I'd say. Nothing crazy, but... like, nothing's happened, really. So, like, just kind of chill. Nothing's gone wrong, but also nothing has really happened, so... I'd say it's going okay. It's going about as usual. Usually it's like the end of the summer that's more eventful. No, I'm from Canada, not the US, but it's basically the same thing, so... I kind of get the confusion. I mean, they're pretty much the same place, just different leaders and freaking laws, but outside of that, if you look at Google Maps view, both of them, usually the only hint is heat. If you're in the super hot parts of the US, it's going to be obvious, but outside of that, if you're both in like average temperature places, US and Canada, they're basically the same. Trying to identify them, if you don't look at like the signs or anything, is just impossible. Same road design, same signage, same pretty much everything visually. Same materials, same way of building houses and stuff, like... They're basically just a clone, except one is bigger. This is a fun build to do, though. It's not, like, crazy detailed, but it kind of just works. I do anything content, so I just do whatever I want to play. I do variety content, it's just, like, I don't have infinite money to buy, like, infinite games. I used to play a lot more unique kinds of games, but now I just play most of the bigger ones. Or just longer ones, that way I have to do less games. I'm basically making the kind of content where, like, they do new games almost every time. It's just I don't have that kind of game money, and there's also not that many games releasing, so, like... You know, it's, like, kind of hard to keep that up. You try and play a new game every single video, it's gonna get old quick. Yeah, that is true, though. I have a lot, but it's still not, like, YouTuber amounts. It's just I've built up a lot over the years. Like, there's no way I bought over 100... Like, there's no shot I bought 180 Steam games. But I have 180. And, like, I'm sure a couple of them are free. You know. So that's rough. What was I even doing? I need doors, too. I'm forgetting about what I need. Why does she not let you even buy games? That just sounds miserable. Alright, I should probably do this. Thank you so much, Magic Z. Now that the singing has stopped, I can finally get a good night's sleep. You say that the person I heard singing was the inventor Barbella used to work for. I think Galileo must be a truly tender-hearted fellow to be able to sing so beautifully. Right away, Magic Z. You and Barbella have been working very closely on all these new inventions, but how well do you really know her? My dear friend Bayard told me that he'd heard an odd rumor about her. He told me that Barbella might have killed someone. I often talk with Barbella in the baths, and she's always struck me as a kind and caring person. But I've noticed that she doesn't like to talk about herself very much. It's almost as if she has something to hide. Oh, but she's such a lovely person. I'm sure it must be nothing more than a silly rumor, at least I hope so. Yeah, no, I already know. Lore drop, you know, she is indeed a killer. The thing is, I actually know because I'm pretty sure she admits to it. I don't, like, truth is I don't care because she's just good. She's low-key kind of just good at her job, and she actually fights, which is rare. And I talked to the wrong person. No, don't come with me. Stay here. What's your Magic Z? Barbella's really busting the gut to get her head around the research records, but it'll be a while yet before she's done. Barbella ain't born and bred inventor, so she's got her work cut out figuring out how to build that ultimate weapon. Right away, Cecile told me you met up with Galileo's ghost. I never knew you could talk to the dead. If it's true, then I've got a favor to ask you. Either get him to spill the beans about how we're supposed to build that ultimate weapon of his. Since sorry, he ain't gonna tell you just like that, so I've thought of a way we might be able to twist his arm. Galileo used to carry around with this funny-looking instrument called the Lyre of Ear. It was some kind of family heirloom, apparently. Only problem is the monsters nicked it off him and broke it to bits. He was really cut up about it. That's why I thought it'd be a good idea to put that art bit back together and give it back. I've heard rumors the monsters hid what was left of the Lear in an icy igloo over in Gallenholm. All we gotta do is find it, fix it, then give it to Galileo and tell him it's a present from Barbella. What's that? Why would we tell him it's from Barbella when it's actually from us? That's the icing on the cake. Nothing's gonna cheer Galileo up more than a gift from his favorite assistant. Maybe it'll even be enough to untangle that twisted mind of his. What do you reckon, Macy? The monster's got a bunch of igloos where they can't keep all the loot they've nicked. I'd start by having a shuffle inside some of them if I was you. Get yourself through that green teleportal and try and track down what's left of the Lear of Ear. As soon as you fix it up, you can take it over to Galileo and get him to spill the beans. You'll need the string to repair the Lear. It was the only bit Barbella managed to save when the monsters attacked, and she kept it with her ever since. Nice. To be fair, you don't have to feel bad for him, because the only thing they yap about is just random stuff, and then they ask if you want to take them with you, and then they just help you fight stuff. I never read their messages anymore unless they have quests, because that's just, they just come with you. That's the only purpose to talk to some of them. And the other guys just complain. Speaking of that, if this is fixing up the Lear, we're basically at the end of the game. I need to get flagstone and stuff, and there's a whole freaking battle going on outside. Of course there is. Get off my lawn, mister. I don't approve of flamethrowers hitting my wooden buildings. Or at least kind of wooden buildings. It's not really a copy of my... I mean, I guess you could argue it is, but like... Game's called Dragon Quest Builders, and it's very good. Especially the second one is even better. This is the first game, though. But yeah, it kind of does. The original looks a lot like it, kind of. It's like... It's essentially a mix of blocky aesthetics and not blocky aesthetics. Which I think actually works quite well. Although, yeah, Minecraft is a lot older. It's like a story mode Minecraft, kind of. It's like block building, but with a story and like some parts that aren't blocky, which is kind of nice. It actually works a lot better than you'd think. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here, because I want to make next time the finale, and if we're this far into the game, we're gonna be done with the game in like, probably an hour more. So like, there's really not much left in this chapter. The longest part was me waiting a month between like every goddamn stream, which is the most relatable thing ever. Granted, this time I had an excuse, which is that I was just getting ahead on editing for like the last month, so... But yeah, the other ones I did not have an excuse other than I just completely just zoned out for 2 weeks at a time. Which just kind of is what it is. Either way, it was nice seeing you again, Ahmed, because, like, you just kind of despawn and then spawn in every once a year. So, yeah.